Okay, YouTube, I'm making a short video. I have two things to comment on. One is this globe my daughter got in Sunday school. It says on it, he's got the whole world in his hands. And it's interesting because if you look at Asia, excuse me, child, I'm doing something. China and Asia and generally the Middle East, you will notice the small child trying to get in the video that it mentions every country. Stop, please, I'm trying something. But when you go to South America, for instance, it doesn't list any of the countries, just the whole continent. Being an American, I of course looked at my own country. I noticed it just says North America. It says Mexico below and Canada up here, but just North America. Even when you go over to Africa, there's nothing, just Africa. And when you go up to Europe, there's just Europe. But Middle East, Asia, lots of countries listed. So, I thought that was very interesting. I know for a fact that it was not produced in the United States because we put ourselves in the center of every map. And we are certainly going to name every state, even if we never cared about anybody else in the world. Speaking of not caring about other places in the world, the other thing I want to comment on is I read in the March issue of Reader's Digest, March 2007, that the U.S. government is subsidizing farmers not to farm. Now, I of course knew this, but what I was not aware of was that we are subsidizing non-farmers living in places like LA to not farm acres and acres of land, which they've never farmed anyway. Basically, these are just landowners that live in nice apartments or, houses in the hills, Beverly Hills, that have bought these large estates, basically, of lands in the farming country, just basically to make money. There's even big international corporations. Now there's a child beside me trying to get in the shot. Anyway, I find this very irritating.
I want to be in it too!
Let me finish. I find this very irritating because there are people starving across the globe. In Africa, there's an AIDS epidemic that's killing many of the adult population, leaving children without parents, in some cases without grandparents or aunts. It's killed whole families. There are people starving throughout Africa, and we are paying people not to farm their land. I don't even think I need to elaborate on this, how stupid that is.
I will make a movie with you.
Anyway, I'm done with this. In the future editions, you may see my daughter in the video because she's so desperate to be in movies.
Can I make it?
Goodbye, YouTube.